So this is the instructions to go along with your 5th lab. I will be starting with the instructions and pretty much following the instructions in the lab instruction section. The instructions for the Surpac data processing start on attachment E and go all the way to attachment F. But most of the stuff guys should know how to do. The newest thing would be the creating strain files with constraints. And I'll get right on started. So the first thing that you need to do for this lab is change your survey display styles. And to do that, you go to stations, survey display styles, and then this window pops up. Drop down this list, right click, get field codes, and then it pops up your different codes. This is my data from last year. So I am going to change each of these to something different. So for this, go through, and I'm going to give them different symbols as well. So for my center points, I'm going to use red. Something to remember about Surpac and the way that this project works is that on the 8th page of the lab instructions, there is a table showing what string number and what color that corresponds to. If you want your marker colors to exactly match the string colors, you'll have to use one of those 9 colors provided in the lab instructions. You can use similar colors and it will still work just fine, but if you want the same exact colors, you'll have to use those colors. For the centers, I'm going to use a forward facing arrow. Control points, I'll just leave the same. Left, I will make green. And then I will give it a left pointing arrow. And then right, I will make orange. That's tangerine apparently. And I will give it a right facing arrow. Just apply. And then to display them, you just go to stations, display survey stations from database. Something a lot of people who have come in to get help have been doing is when they display the stations, they put something in this area. Don't do that. This is your display labels. It puts a label on it, so it will tell you like this one is your control. This one has the level area of control point. This one has a level area of your left and the right, and you don't want that. You want them to be colored. So you have to go to this box and scroll down and choose level area, and that will change your colors. Just click apply, apply. And there you go. Here are all of the points. Once you have everything with its own little display style, you're ready to make strings. To make the strings, it's relatively quickly. You're making them the same way as last time, except for this time you are choosing to omit some of the data. So I will go to survey, reports, string file of stations. I'm going to make the right string first. So I'm going to say right. And right here, I'm going to give it a string number of 7 right here. And that will automatically make it orange. And then I will click apply. Here, you need to define your query constraints. So to do that, I need to go in, and for my field name, I need to have level area. I'll leave operating the same, and for my constraint value, I'm going to use an R. This is the code I used for the right side. For you guys, you'll have something different. I'll just click apply. And then drag it out to the window. And you can see it's kind of not the same orange, it's similar, but it is close enough. But you can see that I didn't have to do any additional processing, didn't have to do any additional drawing. I just made a string for the right side. So I'm going to repeat that same process for the center and the left. Survey, report, string file of stations. Let's just do center. I used red for my center arrows, so I'm going to make my string number 8 here. And click apply. And once again, I'm going to define my query constraints to level area, and this time I'm going to use my field code for center. Apply again. Drag it on out there. I'm going to go to survey again for the last time. Reports. That's the wrong one. Ignore that. Survey reports string file stations. And I'm going to go through the same process again for left. So I'll put left. I chose green, so I'm going to give it a string number 5. Apply. Constrain it to my level area code for my left side. Apply. And then I will go ahead and just drag that back out into the window. And there you go.
After all of the strings are created, you can still change the colors. To do that, I'm going to clear my display window. I'm going to drag the right string back out. And let's say that I decided I wanted the points to be blue. So I wanted my right string to be blue now. So I would pull up the lab document and I would look at this table and I want it to be blue, right? So I need to change it to string number 2. So to do that, I will go to edit string, renumber. I will just click on the string. And since I want it to be blue, I'm going to renumber it to 2. And boom, it's blue.
The last, I don't have it downloaded, but for your plotting, you'll just need to bring the string file up that you guys used last time for the stockpile DTM, that topo of the big mine area. You'll overlay that over this and you'll plot the window as shown in the plotting instructions. Might have to finagle it just a little bit, but your plot should look something along these lines, where you can see the points. Your points are displayed, your strings are displayed with matching colors. Linked in the lab instructions. The last thing that is in the instructions is how to combine the strings. This isn't something you exactly have to do, but you can do it. I'm going to clear my window here. So to combine your strings, you hold Control and you click on each of the 3 strings. And then I'm going to left click and drag them out. And then before I release left click in here, I'm going to hold Shift. And what that will do is it will pull out all the strings. You can see down in this left hand corner, my main graphics layer is now this red text. That means I have on-saved things in my main graphics layer. So I'm going to right click it and say Save Layer. And I'm just going to do strings combine. So that you don't exactly have to do this, but it is something that you will use later on, combining strings and sandwiching them together like this in future classes. So I figured it was something to possibly mention at this point. And then I went ahead and got the experimental line topo. Off of the canvas, and this is somewhat what your final plot should look like. It might be a little different. It would be different colors, might have it aligned just a little bit different, but this is somewhat what you should be plotting, is this window right here. If you have any questions, email me, Tagi, or Eugene, and we'll either tell you how to fix whatever you're having problems with in something minor, or meet you in one of the computer labs on campus to try and help to fix it. Because Surpac can be Surpac.